Basic components. The central processing unit, or CPU, is often referred to as the brain of the computer. It's responsible for executing instructions and performing calculations. It processes commands from programs and handles data manipulations, making it central to the computer's operation. Memory, or RAM, random access memory, serves as the computer's short-term memory. It temporarily stores data and instructions that the CPU needs while performing tasks. This allows for quick access and smooth execution of programs and processes. Unlike storage, RAM is volatile, meaning it loses its contents when the computer is turned off. Storage, whether it's a hard drive or an SSD solid-state drive, is where all your files, programs, and the operating system are permanently stored. Unlike RAM, storage is non-volatile, so it retains data even when the computer is powered down. Hard drives use spinning disks and magnetic storage, while SSDs use flash memory for faster performance and reliability. The motherboard is the main circuit board that houses the CPU, memory, and other essential components. It connects all parts of the computer, allowing them to communicate and work together efficiently. It also contains connectors for external devices and internal expansion. Input devices are peripherals like keyboards, mice, and scanners that allow you to input data and commands into the computer. They serve as the primary interface through which you interact with the system. Output devices include monitors, printers, and speakers. Output devices display or produce the results of the computer's processing, such as showing the content of a document on a screen or printing out a text file. Starting up. When you press the power button, the computer begins its startup process. This initial phase involves the BIOS, Basic Input-Output System, or UEFI, Unified Extensible Firmware Interface, which is a firmware program embedded on the motherboard. The BIOS or UEFI performs a power-on self-test or post to check that all essential hardware components are functioning correctly. It then locates the operating system on the storage device, either a hard drive or SSD, and loads it into RAM. This process is known as booting. Running programs. When you launch a program, the operating system retrieves it from storage and loads it into RAM. This enables the CPU to access and run the program quickly. The program's instructions and data are now in RAM, making them readily available for processing. The CPU reads and executes instructions from the program stored in RAM. For instance, when you type a document, the CPU processes each keystroke and translates it into visible text on the monitor. Processing data. Input. Data from input devices, like a keyboard or mouse, is sent to the CPU for processing. This data can be anything from a simple command to complex file operations. Processing. The CPU processes the input data according to the instructions provided by the running program. It performs necessary calculations, manipulates data, and executes commands. Output. Once processing is complete, the results are sent to output devices. For example, if you're working on a spreadsheet, the updated figures are displayed on the monitor, or a document is printed out. Storing data, saving files. When you save a document or file, the data is written from RAM to storage, whether it's a hard drive or SSD. This process ensures that your data is preserved and can be accessed later, even after you turn off the computer. File management storage devices use file systems to organize and manage data. This system helps in locating, retrieving, and saving files efficiently. Communication, internal communication. The motherboard features a system bus, which acts as a high-speed data highway connecting the CPU, memory, and other components. This bus facilitates fast and efficient data transfer between internal parts. External communication. Computers connect to external devices and networks through ports like USB and HDMI, and wireless technologies such as Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. These interfaces allow the computer to interact with other devices, peripherals, and networks. Shutdown, closing programs. Before the computer shuts down, the operating system closes all running programs and saves any unsaved work. This process helps in preventing data loss and ensuring a smooth shutdown. Power off. Once all programs are closed and data is saved, the computer's power is turned off. The CPU stops executing instructions and all components are powered down. preparing the computer for the next startup. By understanding these basic concepts, you gain insight into how a computer processes information and performs various tasks. Each component and process plays a crucial role in the overall functionality of your computer, making it a sophisticated and powerful tool.